Hello art friends, it's Miss Glowicki. I wanted to get on here and show you guys a little demo of how to put together your week 5 art lesson form cube. So there are a couple of materials that you're going to need. You're going to need some sort of glue, either liquid glue or glue stick. You're also going to need a pair of scissors of some sort. And then two optional materials are a ruler and maybe a Q-tip. The Q-tip we'll use later with gluing. That's if you don't want to get any glue on your fingers. I don't like to get glue on my fingers, so I'm going to be using a Q-tip later. The ruler will be used for folding. You do not need a ruler, but I like my folds on my paper to be super straight, so I use the straight edge of a ruler to do that. But you don't have to have that either. All you really need is some type of glue and scissors. But the other two are optional. So before you do anything, I need you to get your worksheet and I need you to color it. Decorate it in any way you want. You could draw pictures, you could do patterns like I did. Just make sure that you color your worksheet before you do anything. So if you have a blank worksheet right now, I need you to pause this, stop what you're doing, and color your worksheet first. It is very, very important because after we put together our cube, we're not going to have really any ability to color it, because if we try to color it after it's all put together, it's gonna get crushed. So make sure you color it first. So I went ahead and colored mine before I started my demo video. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm going to cut all the way around my cube template. So notice you have glue tabs. Make sure that you do not cut your glue tabs off. This is very important. So I am going to, remember always point your scissors away from yourself, and I'm going to cut on all of the solid lines. So right around my cube template, I'm going to cut this extra off and toss it to the side. You don't want to cut on any of the dotted lines, so don't cut on the dotted lines, only on the solid lines. So I'm going to use my scissors, and when I get to a corner, I'm going to cut right into that corner, and I'm going to stop. And then I'm going to turn my paper. I'm going to cut this other solid line over here, and notice how I still have this little notch that needs to be cut. So I'm just gonna go right in here and I'm gonna cut that notch out. So don't try to turn your scissors because that's gonna tear your paper. I'm gonna cut in toward all of my corners. Be super careful. Remember, no cutting dotted lines. Only cut your solid lines. And make sure you don't forget to leave those glue tabs on. So I'm going to get through this really quick. Remember, cutting into those little tight corners and then going from a different area on your paper to cut out that little notch. Remember, no turning your scissors when you get to these tiny little notches. So we're going to go all the way around, cutting everything off. Oh, I've got one of these hard little notches to do again. Whoop. I'm going to turn my paper and I'm going to go the other direction. Whoop. Make sure you keep your paper stable. I might even have to hold it up here a little bit. Cut that guy off and then cut that little notch. And then, once you have it completely cut out, you're going to move on to the next step. So I'm going to cut this out real quick. Now you should probably be a little bit more careful than me, but this is just my demo cube, so I'm not really being very accurate. It's okay if you make some mistakes because those are fixable. But make sure that you keep those glue tabs on because fixing a broken glue tab is a hard thing to do. So I'm gonna go back and clean up these little cuts here, just like that. All right, and so now we have our cube. So I'm gonna move my scraps all the way out of the way so I don't accidentally get any scraps in here. And I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so we can see a little bit better what we're doing. So on your cube, you have solid lines, which we cut out, and then now all that's left are dotted lines. And if you cut where you did your solid lines, you're gonna fold where you have dotted lines. So here's where the ruler comes in. So I like to use a ruler because it gives really, really straight lines, but it's not required. You can totally do this freehand without a ruler and it'll probably end up just fine. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my ruler. If you are left-handed, you are going to line up your ruler on the right side of your dotted line. I am right-handed, so I'm gonna switch it over here because your non-dominant hand, so if you're right-handed, this is gonna be your left hand, it's gonna hold down the ruler nice and tight, just like this. And it is lined up on this dotted line right here. I'm going to take my right hand, if you're right-handed, and I'm going to fold up this tab here, right along this dotted line. And check that out. I have a perfect fold on this dotted line right here. Now, after I do it with the ruler, I'm going to bend it back the other way too, just to make sure that it bends really nicely so that when we start gluing our cube, it's not going to be hard to fold it all together. So you're going to do this all the way around your cube. So that means I'm going to do it here, 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 and even at this glue tab. And then I'm going to come over here on the sides and I'm going to do this one, this one, this one, and this one, and then don't forget the two glue tabs over here. So everywhere there's a dotted line, you are going to fold. So I did this line already, so I'm gonna line it up on this line, and check out where my glue tab dotted lines line up with my number 5 on my cube dotted line. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this middle dotted line, and then a little cheat here, I'm going to go ahead and just do these glue tabs over here too, since they're already lined up for me. So I'm going to do that. And then remember, once you've done that, you got to go the other direction too, so it folds and moves really freely. Don't forget to do that with your glue tabs as well. So careful with the glue tabs. The glue tabs are a little difficult because they're a lot smaller. I'm going to keep working my way in this direction. So I'm going to do this glue tab and dotted line and glue tab here. So I'm going to do this one as if I am left-handed, so you lefties can see what we're doing here. So if you're left-handed, your right hand is going to hold down your ruler, and then your left hand is going to be the one that creases your paper. So this is for my lefties out there. And I'm not very good at it because I'm right-handed, so you lefties are going to be way better at this than I am. And then it's kind of easier to pick up your glue tab with your fingernail because I know they're really, really tiny. And you're going to crease it and then pull your ruler away, and you're going to bend in the opposite direction, just so they move nicely. And don't forget your middle one. All right, so I've got this glue tab here that I need to do now. So I'm gonna line up my ruler. This is gonna be the right-handed version this time because I'm right-handed. So I'm gonna use my left hand to hold my ruler, my right hand to pick up this glue tab, and then bend it along the edge of the ruler. And then pull your ruler away. Bend your glue tab the opposite direction. Make sure it moves freely. So I've done quite a bit of folding, but I'm going to double check that I have everything. So I've got a fold here, I've got a fold here, I've got folds here, I've got a fold here, here, and here, and here, and here. I've missed some. I've totally missed this glue tab, this dotted line in the middle, this dotted line in the middle, and this glue tab. So now I'm going to turn my cube template and I'm going to do these other lines. Always make sure that you are double checking that you have all of your lines, all of your dotted lines folded. It's very important because if you start to glue and you realize that some of your dotted lines are not folded properly, then you are going to be in a world of hurt. You are totally just going to be like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? But it's okay. Just go back, fold them, and it'll be a-okay. So I've got one tab left. I'll pick it up, make sure. Ooh, I think I might have already folded that one. We'll try this out. So we've got this guy, we've got these ones, now we've got this one. Okay, I think I have all of my dotted lines folded. So now, here's where the glue comes in. I am going to use some just regular old white school glue, comes in a bottle, because I like this glue a little bit better than this glue stick I have. I don't have awesome glue at home for some reason. I just realized this today. So these glue sticks, they don't really work that well. So I'm going to stick with the liquid glue and then I'm going to use a Q-tip. Now, the Q-tip is going to replace my finger because it is very important that we spread this glue. So I'm going to start with, which one are we going to start with? I think we're going to start with these 3 glue tabs. So glue 1, glue 7, and glue 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our school glue, make sure that this puppy is gonna shoot out some glue for me. Okay, we got a little bit of glue coming out. I'm going to put a couple of drops of glue. Remember, a dot does a lot. You're gonna use a little teeny bit of glue, and then I'm going to use my Q-tip and I'm going to spread it around on my glue tab because I don't want to get glue on my fingers. If you want to get glue on your fingers and you feel like spreading around your glue with your fingers, that's a-okay. I don't want to do that because I don't want sticky glue fingers. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the Q-tip. Remember, save that Q-tip because you're going to keep using it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend this little guy up, these little guys in, and I'm going to bend my glue tabs to meet up with the other side of my cube. And I'm going to pinch it a little bit and hold it just until it sticks. Now, if you have printed out your template, you might notice there is a teeny tiny little 4 right here on this side. Notice how this number goes with this number. That is because glue tab number 4 is going to stick to the edge of the paper that says 4. And I know it's really, really tiny, but you can do it. So I'm using regular printer paper that I had at home and I printed this out. It works a little bit better with some like thicker, almost cardstock type paper, but this kind of paper will work as well. So I've got glue tab 1 done and I have glue tab 4 done. Now I put glue on glue tab 7, but I made a little mistake. I don't need glue tab 7 yet, so we're going to save that to the end. So I just got to be really careful not to stick my finger in that because it's going to be a little bit sticky for the rest of the time I'm working on it. So I'm going to do glue tab 6 and glue tab 3 now. I know we're not working in number order, but that's okay. So I'm going to use my glue bottle. Make sure that your glue is loaded up in your glue bottle. Gotta shake mine down. My glue's a little old. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on glue 6 and a little bit of glue on glue tab 3. I'm gonna use my Q-tip to spread it out. It's really important that you spread out your glue on the entire glue tab because that's what is going to keep your cube nice and strong. So I'm going to spread out my glue on my glue tab. I'm going to put my Q-tip down, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that my glue tabs are bent just a little bit, so kind of like that, and then I'm going to pull this tab up to meet those glue tabs, and make sure you line it up. So glue tab 6 met up with the number 6 on this 5 side, and I also have a tiny little 3 that corresponds with the glue tab 3 that's under this edge. So we're almost done. We kind of have a box now, and if you wanted to put some little like candies or something in it and give it to somebody as a gift box, you could totally do that. But since you guys are using your cubes for your PE assignment for this week, we're not going to put anything in it. So last step is going to be adding glue to glue 2, glue 7, and glue 5. So I'm going to bend them in just a little bit. Make sure that they're ready for their glue. And glue 7 has dried out a little, so I'm going to add a little bit more glue. Now the reason I started where I started was because of this tab here. If you were to do your cube wrong and put it together wrong, you could end up with your final edge here having glue tabs on it. And it is way harder to try to fold the glue tabs in on this part than to have your glue tabs down here so that you can just shut your box. It is way easier to just shut your box with glue and then set it upside down on your table to dry. So try to start where I started in this demo. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on all of my tabs. And I'm going to use my Q-tip. Use your Q-tip or your finger. If you're using your finger, you might want like a paper towel or something next to you to wipe your finger on. But that's why I went with the Q-tip. All right, we've got our glue on all of our tabs. And our last step is as simple as this. You just bend this guy. My glue tabs were a little too tall, so we're going to push them down a little bit. It's as simple as just closing this guy up. Oops. Remember, you're meeting glue tab 2 with the number 2 edge that's right here. And this last one might be a little difficult because by the time you get to this step, you might run into this problem with where your glue tabs want to overlap each other. That's okay. So I'm just going to overlap my glue 7 and my glue 5, and hopefully that'll work out. You got to be super, super careful. All right, and we have a cube. So I'm just going to set it down on the table on this last tab that I just did, and I'm going to let it sit for a little while. So I'm just going to let it sit, and I'm going to let it dry. After you let it dry, you can then use it for your PE assignment. So you can roll your dice. Oh, got a 3. You can roll your dice. Oh, got a 2 this time. So make sure you let it sit and you let it dry before you use it for your PE assignment. Because if you use it while it's wet, it's not gonna work. So thank you guys so much for watching this very long-winded demonstration of how to make a cube. I'm so excited. I miss you guys, and I can't wait to see what you guys make with it. All right, bye.